Namaste. நமஸ்தே. சிஏ அப்படின்றது ஒரு காமர்ஸ் ஸ்டூடெண்டோட ட்ரீம்னா நாட் ஜஸ்ட் சிஏ பட் ஆஃப்டர் கம்ப்ளீட்டிங் யுவர் ஹையர் செகண்டரி நிறைய ஆப்ஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு. இன்னைக்கு ஐ எம் கோயிங் டு டாக் டு a person who has achieved in multiple courses at multiple levels. Aishwarya இவங்க CMA அதாவது காஸ்ட் அண்ட் மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் அக்கவுண்டிங் இதுல இன்டர்ல ஆல் இந்தியா 5th ரேங்க், ஃபைனல்ல ஆல் இந்தியா 5th ரேங்க், மொத்தமே 50 ரேங்க்ஸ் தான் கொடுப்பாங்க. சிஏ ஜர்னில சிபிடில ரேங்க்ஸ் கொடுக்கறது இல்ல சிஏ இன்ஸ்டிடியூட்ல, பட் ஹர் ஸ்கோர் இஸ் 188 அவுட் ஆஃப் 200 which is ஒரு ஃபார் அ லேமேன் புரியணும்னா எங்களுக்கு 40 மார்க்ஸ் எடுத்தா பாஸ், 50 மார்க்ஸ் எடுத்தா அக்ரிகேட், 100 எடுத்தா போதும் we are clearing. யாராவது 60% ஸ்கோர் பண்ணாலே அவங்கள வந்து CA Institute says that உங்களுக்கு இந்த பேப்பர் எக்ஸம்ஷன், you have an excellent knowledge in that particular subject, அதனால இதை திருப்பி எழுத வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னு CA Instituteல ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் பெனிஃபிட் இருக்கு. பட் இந்த this person has scored 188 which is closer to 95% in her CPT. In her inter, she has an all India rank 10 and final ipo December 21 final she got all India rank 36. சாதாரணமா என்னெல்லாம் எங்க வீட்டுல படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்கன்னா I think இவங்கள மாத்திரம் கம்மியா படின்னு சொல்லணும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். Welcome Aishwarya.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thanks
on your
a lot,
success.
sir.
This is a brilliant success.
Thank you, sir.
So, எந்த டைம்ல you decided that நாம வந்து +2ல காமர்ஸ் குரூப் பண்ணோம், அதுக்கப்புறம் இந்த மாதிரிலாம் பில்ட் பண்ணோம்? ஏன்னா நிறைய பேர் காலேஜ் போகணும்னு ஆசைப்படுவாங்க, அதெல்லாம் இல்லாம can you tell about that?
So just a small background about my family. My great grandfather and his brother, they were chartered accountants. My grandfather and his brother were chartered accountants. My father and his brother are chartered accountants. My mom is a chartered accountant. And my Peripa and my Perima, they are also chartered accountants. And my cousins are also CAs. So Adnala, I always knew I wanted to become a chartered accountant. So commerce was just a back work for me from there. So it was not a, there was no major decision I made per se over there. I knew I wanted to become a chartered accountant.
So it's there in your blood. இது வந்து lineage அப்படின்றது. But actually இவ்வளோ பேர் chartered accountant இருந்தாலும் at some point of time it is just because of them or how you got interest into this course?
So when I was young, when I was in school, I used to watch my cousins studying for their CA exams. My parents are practicing chartered accountants, so when they came home from work, they always used to talk about this. So I got interested myself into this course and I knew I wanted to do it because I was very passionate about it. My parents have never even once told me that you have to do CA. I went and told them after 12th, how should I register for CPT? That was my question. My question was not even what should I do after 12th.
Okay. So great. So இதுல CME அது பண்ணணும்ன்ற இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் நார்மலா வந்து ஒரு பிரான்ச் அவுட் பண்ணி இன்னொரு கோர்ஸும் சைமல்டேனியஸா பண்ணணும்ன்ற இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட் எப்போ வந்தது?
So my father is a triplet, CA, CMA, CS. My mom also did CA, CMA. So it was my parents, my dad especially, who told me, CA and CMA, the syllabus is mostly the same. So when you're studying for CA so hard, why not leverage that and also do another course simultaneously? So that was the thought process behind doing that. It's just 6 months extra, but another professional course.
Okay, right. Coming to the ranks across all streams, across all level. இதுவும் blood-ஆ?
No, so my parents got ranks in CA Inter alone, but and one of my cousins, she got a rank in CA final, but nobody across all levels, all courses, no.
So எந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் கோர்ஸ் அப்ரோச் பண்ணா they can go to this level of getting ranks at all levels?
So one very important thing is hard work and consistently working hard throughout all levels. I worked very hard And every single day I worked very hard. And a lot of God's grace also was there. God has been very kind to me throughout all these years. But hard work is something which I did consistently across both of my courses, sir.
Okay, hard work koncha expand பண்ணலாமா? I mean,
Yeah.
எந்த மாதிரி hard work? Number of hours preparation. எந்த மாதிரி preparation? What do you say has hard work?
So some people ask me if, rank holders have to study for 16 hours or 17 hours a day, which I say is impossible. It is not possible to study for 16, 17 hours. So what I did for CA final specifically was I started out with 8 to 9 hours a day in my first month, and then moved towards 10 to 12 hours a day, and then slowly towards 13, perhaps borderline 14 hours. So, and consistently trying to do that every single day. And also you should have, I'd say, a broad plan. Say for example 5 months of your exam leave, like each month what you're going to cover, when you're going to start your first revision, when you're going to write your model exams, that broad plan should be there, like a bird's eye view you should have. And you should streamline it a little further, saying that in your first month what exactly you're going to cover. First month kabru, in your first week what are you going to cover, and then go to the day wise plan. So you need not achieve your day wise plan or your week wise plan. That is mostly not possible, but you should never stop making that plan. You should try your best to keep achieving the plan. So that is what I did.
Okay. Interla நான் ஆரம்பிக்கிறேன் first. Interla எந்த subject ரொம்ப challenging or எதுல வந்து student focus பண்ணணும்? In your opinion, if a student approaches you and ask, what will you be your advice to them?
So inter, my advice would be auditing and law, and ITSM. So these three were theory papers. I found it very hard. I scored the lowest in inter in those three papers. So I'd say theory papers, please focus on theory papers, because while entering CA, people think that practical subjects are the most important. They are very scoring, they are important, I agree. But don't leave out theory. People sometimes think that they can study theory subjects on their own and still they can score really well. But I'd say it's better if you attend classes, the teacher can give you a lot of inputs and you can take it forward from there better. So I'd say inter level theory is very, very important. Don't lose focus on theory.
Okay. Coming to final. ஏன்னா ஒரு பிக் ஃபோர்ல ஆர்டிகல்ஷிப் பண்றோம், அதுவே வந்து it demands a lot of your time. அதோடய சேர்த்து படிக்கணும். You were also doing one other course parallelly. So in the balancing act, how to balance this or how to approach this?
So in my first year of articleship with the Big Four, towards the end of my first year of articleship is when I wrote my CMA final exam. So balancing as such, sir, what I'd say is you should always try to give importance to your studies also. You should never let go of studies. So what I did was I used to try as much and study during the weekends. So for CMA, that's what I did. And I also, got about 1 week's leave before my CMA exam and also the exam days. And CA, what I'd say is I was very lucky because of the pandemic that all classes were recorded. So I could watch it at any time. So my preferred time of watching classes would be after work at night and during the weekend, Saturday, Sunday fully. So my plan was to complete watching all classes across all papers before my exam leave started. But that did not happen. I had to, watch 2 classes during my exam leave. But as much as possible, I tried to finish at least classes before exam leave, so that during exam leave, I could start studying and then revising.
So exam leave and over 4 months or 5 months, how to plan? Or CA final in the subject first importance kudukanum. As you said in inter, final what's the strategy?
So I learned my lesson in inter because I did not give much importance to law and auditing. I gave a lot more weightage in final for law and auditing because I knew that theory was not my strongest suit. So in final, what I found hard was I found financial reporting to be very, very lengthy. So I'd say, try and start financial reporting from day 1 so that you can slowly study it across 4-5 months. And SCMPE, it is a very difficult subject to crack in the sense that it is not very easily scoring. So please don't keep SCMPE also towards the very end. Start studying that from day 1 itself. And also subjects like auditing and law, I'd suggest students to keep in touch right from day 1. Study for maybe 1 hour, 2 hours every single day so that you are in touch with the subject continuously.
Okay. Since you are having a rank in all levels, some of the questions which I have is to just clarify the students whoever is watching this video, இது எல்லா செக்ஷனையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுட்டு எல்லா கேஸ் லாவையும் ஞாபகம் வச்சுக்கணுமா இந்த மாதிரி ரேங்க் வாங்குறதுக்கு?
Sir, I mean, I have a passion towards direct acts. So, remembering sections and direct acts, it comes naturally to me, but I didn't take any specific effort to remember all sections. But if you see law, I used to remember only the important sections, not all sections definitely. And case laws, definitely only a handful of case laws I remembered, not everything. So it is not humanly possible also to remember everything. So, what I would suggest is don't spend too much time specifically trying to remember it and don't waste time. Rather try to understand the essence of that section. And also in the exam, if you're not sure, please don't write the section number. Just write the act alone, that is more than sufficient.
Okay. How far our CA Institute study material helped in your preparation?
Study material is the Bhagavad Gita. It is really very important. So what I did was, since I attended classes for all papers, I focused on my faculty's material. I first made myself really thorough with the faculty's material, but I also made it a point to definitely cover at least the test your knowledge questions across all 8 papers in the ICAI study material. And for a few papers, I relied completely only on the institute study material. So either way, even if you're attending classes, my advice would be please don't completely ignore or leave out the study material. It is very important.
Okay. So coming out of your preparation once more to a general thing. So after ranks, how the parents felt and how இது வந்து உனக்கு ஒரு pressure இருந்ததா that எல்லா இடத்துலயும் rank score பண்ணோம் final year score பண்ணோம்னு?
For a lot of pressure, I'd say most of the pressure I put upon myself.
Okay.
Because my parents, they never put any pressure on me to study whatsoever. They have never pressurized me. It's just that a lot of other people expected me to get a rank because I got a rank across all levels. So I took a lot of pressure upon myself, which now I regret. I shouldn't have probably taken that pressure. But yes, there was a lot of pressure, and after seeing the rank, it was more of relief first for me, and then happiness. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the reaction of your family?
So they were really happy. So I mean, it's they just said it's God's grace. God has been very, very kind to me all these years for giving me the opportunity to achieve across all levels. It's not every day that you see someone getting a rank across all levels, so I'm really thankful to God for that.
Yeah. One other question which I have, personally I want to ask you this. Luck, how far it plays a role in the entire process of CA itself?
My personal opinion, whether you call it luck, whether you call it God's grace, whatever you call it, luck plays a very important role. Because, for example, a few questions I would have read just before I entered into the exam hall. That what made me read those questions, what made me read those points, I have no idea, but it just came in the exam paper. And so, just beyond just writing the exam also, first of all, you need to concentrate in those 3 hours. You should be able to recollect everything in those 3 hours. And after you write the exam, your exam paper should get correctly scanned. It should go to the right person. The person correcting your paper should be in a good mood. That person has to look at all your questions, evaluate all your questions. Your roll number has to get again pasted back correctly. The results have to be declared properly. There is a lot that is not in your hands. So luck or God's grace, that factor plays a very important role.
Great. Wonderful. So what next?
So that is the question everyone's been asking me. I am not 100% sure what next, sir. I'm still evaluating my options right now.
Is the academic journey ending here?
No.
In terms of degrees? Or
No.
It continuing?
My academic journey is not ending here. It will continue. But I'm still not sure in which path it's going to go in.
Good. Thank you very much, Aishwarya.
Thank you, sir.
very much for your time and fantastic journey.
Thank you, sir.
I only pray God that the same grace should continue all throughout your life, and you should be successful not only academically in your life and whatever endeavor you do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Aishwarya.
Sir, I would just like to say one thing.
Yeah, please.
So I would just like to thank my parents, my mom, my mother, my father, and my brother. A big shout out to my brother Srish. He asked me to mention his name specifically. So the 3 of them have been there for the past 4 years. Throughout this very hard journey, they've been backing me, they've been supporting me, creating such an amazing environment in my home, without which it would not have been possible for me to achieve so much. So, really big shout out to all 3 of them, as well as my grandparents who have been, praying for my success every single day. So a special thank you to all of you. really meant a lot to me.
That leads me to one other question. Is your brother also in the track of CA?
My brother is in 11th standard right now, sir.
He's in the
Commerce.
group?
Commerce.
So okay, so I can see another 5 years, one other person sitting in the same chair answering the questions. So wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
That matters a lot. The family environment and the lineage matters a lot. Carry that lineage. Carry that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aishwarya.
Thanks a lot, sir.